What's up, everybody? My name is Brascus, and welcome back once again to The Witness. So I said, I'm going to listen to this recording at the beginning, and I'm going to wander around while it's talking because I have no idea how long it's going to take, and I don't want to just sit here, so here we go.
A shipowner was about to send to sea an emigrant ship. He knew that she was old and not well built at the first, that she had seen many seas and climes, and often had needed repairs. Doubts had been suggested to him that possibly she was not seaworthy. These doubts preyed upon his mind and made him unhappy. He thought that perhaps he ought to have her thoroughly overhauled and refitted, even though this should put him at great expense. Before the ship sailed, however, he succeeded in overcoming these melancholy reflections. He said to himself that she had gone safely through so many voyages and weathered so many storms that it was idle to suppose she would not come safely home from this trip also. He would put his trust in Providence, which could hardly fail to protect all these unhappy families that were leaving their fatherland to seek for better times elsewhere. He would dismiss from his mind all ungenerous suspicions about the honesty of builders and contractors. In such ways, he acquired a sincere and comfortable conviction that his vessel was thoroughly safe and seaworthy. He watched her departure with a light heart and benevolent wishes for the success of the exiles in their strange new home that was to be. And he got his insurance money when she went down in mid-ocean and told no tales. What shall we say of him? Surely this, that he was verily guilty of the death of those families. It is admitted that he did sincerely believe in the soundness of his ship, but the sincerity of his conviction can in no wise help him, because he had no right to believe on such evidence as was before him. He had acquired his belief not by honestly earning it in patient investigation, but by stifling his doubts. And although in the end he may have felt so sure about it that he could not think otherwise, yet inasmuch as he had knowingly and willingly worked himself into that frame of mind, he must be held responsible for it. William K. Clifford, 1874.
I like this little rock guitarist dude. We'll take a snapshot of that. And look at that, another voice recording right here that I missed.
I boasted among men that I had known you. They see your pictures in all works of mine. They come and ask me, who is he? I know not how to answer them. I say, indeed, I cannot tell. They blame me, and they go away in scorn. And you sit there, smiling. I put my tales of you into lasting songs. The secret gushes out from my heart. They come and ask me, tell me all your meanings. I know not how to answer them. I say, who knows what they mean? They smile and go away in utter scorn. And you sit there smiling. Rabindranath Tagore, 1910.
Okay, I know what this is. The solution to this is the pathway you take to get in here, which I think I did. This way? Whoops. God, stop it. It's supposed to go up and it doesn't want to. There we go. Okay, so I got that one open. Do I see another maze solution at the end of this? Well, I see it. Huh. Okay, so from here, there's nothing stopping me from just going in to the left and all the way to the right. So, no? Okay, what am I missing then? Do I need to follow the line? No, because that's just the power. So there's got to be something here to indicate which path I'm supposed to take. mean, this looks like the pathway in the maze, but I don't understand... Huh. Times like these, it'd be really nice to just be able to, like, fly a short distance or jump up on top of the hedge so that I could look down at the hedge maze and see where I'm supposed to go. See, this one wasn't too hard to figure out because it was the pathway you took. But this one doesn't have any gates. Like, there's the one here. Let's examine the maze carefully here. Are there any other gateways that I should have been paying attention to? Somewhere that maybe you're not supposed to walk through that has since fallen apart. Yeah, see, there's no indication of a gate anywhere. There's nothing to say you shouldn't go this way. So what am I supposed to use as a means of finding my way around? Because from here it looks like the starting point is at the corner and you can just walk in and all the way to the end. So why should I have to walk any strange... Okay, no idea why that worked. Not going to worry about it too much right now. Moving on. Oh, hey, look at that. I think it's a murder hole. If I'm not mistaken as to where we're standing. It looks like a murder hole. Yeah, see, this is where they'd boil up the tar. You'd make it hot. You'd pour it down the murder hole on the advancing armies, and they would get boiled in, you know, tar. Which, you know, ow. Okay. Still exploring. Having fun. Want to see where everything is. Ooh, pretty trees. Lots of pretty stuff here. Let's head up. Looks like there's something hanging in that tree. I'll have to see if I can find it in a minute. Okay, so here's another one. Which, again, I'm not locked out of. Is there any reason that I can't just, I don't know, take a weird way? Maybe I need to, like, loop around the bizarre oblong shapes somehow. Don't get it. I do not get why that one worked or what pathway I'm supposed to take. Because I still feel like I'm supposed to be tracing the way that I went. Okay, so let's walk in here and just try and trigger it again. So from there, I think I went like this. That doesn't work. What happens if I go the other way? Doesn't work. So how am I supposed to be doing this? See, this is what I mean when I say that I don't understand some of these puzzle mechanics. I just don't get what it is they want me to complete. And honestly, I don't really understand what opening it even powers. It turns on the gate, which would then get me through the next one, which would open up that gate, but I don't know where that gate goes either. Alright, let's go see if we can figure out what was hanging in that tree over there. I realize I'm just kind of moving from one to the next with reckless abandon, and I probably should devote a little more time to solving a particular puzzle, but... Huh, okay. I guess that's all it was just a piece of cloth or something up there. Okay, that looks like another one of our laser doors, or laser beams that we're supposed to turn on. So somewhere, probably after solving all of these puzzles, that gate will open, and I can go in and, yep, see, there's the power cable for it. Alright, let's follow this cable back, see if it takes me to where I suspect it will. Okay, it goes over here, it looks like. Maybe? It's hard to see. Well, it's not going where I thought it was, but I see plenty of stuff down here to examine, so let's take a look down that way. Oops, up here. Because it sort of goes through this way, and then out through that little rock wall area. From the other side. Okay, so we got that opened up. Take a look at this. Okay. So it's a grid-based thing for sure. Let's take a look around the... Okay, let's take a look around the environment and see if there's something to indicate a grid somewhere. Something that should give me some kind of a hint as to how this is supposed to be done. Small environment. There's not much here. Each puzzle's supposed to power on the next one, so what do I need to do? Do I just need to do the whole thing? Nope, that doesn't work. Can I, like, somehow, I don't know, just try and fill in all of the particular lines or something? Stop it. Ah, it's a little sensitive. No, that doesn't work either. See, there's got to be something to indicate what I'm supposed to fill. But I just don't see what it is that I'm supposed to be using to figure out the solution to that. And puzzles like this always kind of tend to frustrate me, which is why I don't usually play games like this, because I just don't understand what it is I'm supposed to use as a guideline. There should be some kind of a hint. If I'm forced to use 100% trial and error to find a solution for something, then it's not really a puzzle. I'm just brute forcing a lock. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it too much, because once again, I'm just going to keep exploring. I want to see the rest of this island. It's a big place to go through, and there's a lot of puzzles to solve, so I may as well take a look at everything I can find. Where's this go? About that far, and then it kind of just stops until you get inside there. And it looked like there was another gate up into the castle over here on the left, which presumably gets opened up when you've solved all the puzzles inside, so it sort of leads you to the next area. That's another thing, too. I might just be here too early. Maybe I need to go back to the last place we were when we solved the first laser puzzle and just kind of keep going from there. Because I don't know, it could just be mechanics that I'm not familiar with, and I'm getting lucky on some of them, figuring them out, and on others I'm just completely off base. Also, fortunately, we have a nice guide right back. Ah, look at that. There's another one. That looks like another little laser light that I'm supposed to use. This is a very pretty building. Okay, and see, we've got another one of these that I don't understand why won't work. And maybe it's because we haven't turned something on as well, you know? It's possible there's another power somewhere that when turned on enables the little black dots or shapes or guides of some sort that will explain how it functions. So maybe I just need to be patient and actually come back when it's time. Okay, this is realigning. I don't really know what I'm realigning to. We could try and grab to that. So... from here. If nothing happens here, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, nothing's happening here. Okay, I feel like I'm probably supposed to realign that to other dishes in the town, but who knows where they are and how they're activated. So at the moment, just keep making my way back to that first area we actually did solve. And we'll make our way around to the next area. So pretty. Ah, okay, so we're here. So we're going to continue moving that direction over to these ruins, since this is kind of the direction that the game was leading us when we solved the last puzzle. So the next continuation just takes us here. And may soon take us down there. Seen a couple of those shafts. I kind of wonder how big the area below the island is. It's certainly big enough up here. Okay. Well, there's puzzles down there. Assuming we find a way down. Okay, so here's this, which leads to that. So this has to be my starting point. Can I maybe, like, use all of them and then jump into the last one? Alright, let's look around for a symbol like that or something. There has to be some indication. Ah, okay, let's head down here maybe. Oh, nope, this door is locked until I solve the upper portion of it. It's probably right there. Yeah, that's gonna power that. Okay. Well, again, same thing applies. Let's take a look around the environment and see if there's something that will give me some clue as to how to solve that. Because right now it's just a shape. It's a pretty shape, but it's just a shape. And I need some indication of how I'm supposed to replicate this. Okay. Seeing ruins, but nothing that would directly indicate what I'm supposed to do with that. Nothing that fits into that shape that I can see. Okay. Reveal your secrets unto me. Okay. 4 iron bars, but they're just looking like they're bracing it. I don't see anything significant when I look at them. Let's try heading up here. There's got to be a reason for this to be here, I would assume. Well, okay, the obvious answer would be to access these. Oh, there's another one down there, too. But again, there's got to be some way for me to understand how to use them. Let me take a look from down that way. Maybe the monitors themselves could be indicating something to me. Or not. I was thinking maybe there's like 6 of them. I need to somehow end at the point that indicates which one of them it would be, but I don't really see for sure that that's the answer either. I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. Huh. Look at all that. But that, again, doesn't look like it really fits. Not directly, anyway. Let's take a look at it anyway. Oops. Wait a minute. That way. And then down here. Little caplets are everywhere. They're not really an answer either. And they're scattered everywhere. Okay. And again, there's 1, 2 more down there, and 2 more over here. I don't know. This is not powered. Is this powered? Yeah, okay. Let me try doing this, and we'll end on one of each of the points and see if any of them work. No, none of them work on their own. Can I, like, loop all the way around and get to one of them? No, let's see. I'll just be here all day if I'm just trying to retrace those the whole time. What about over here? I haven't explored this area yet. Is there anything on this area back here that might give me some sort of a clue? There's sort of the same sun disk pattern. Oh, we've got one of these. Let's listen to that.
I maintain that the cosmic religious feeling is the strongest and noblest motive for scientific research. Only those who realize the immense efforts and, above all, the devotion without which pioneer work in theoretical science cannot be achieved are able to grasp the strength of the emotion out of which alone such work, remote as it is from the immediate realities of life, can issue. What a deep conviction of the rationality of the universe, and what a yearning to understand, were it but a feeble reflection of the mind revealed in this world, Kepler and Newton must have had to enable them to spend years of solitary labor in disentangling the principles of celestial mechanics. Those whose acquaintance with scientific research is derived chiefly from its practical results easily develop a completely false notion of the mentality of the men who, surrounded by a skeptical world, have shown the way to kindred spirits scattered wide through the world and through the centuries. Only one who has devoted his life to similar ends can have a vivid realization of what has inspired these men and given them the strength to remain true to their purpose in spite of countless failures. It is cosmic religious feeling that gives a man such strength. A contemporary has said, not unjustly, that in this materialistic age of ours, the serious scientific workers are the only profoundly religious people. Albert Einstein, 1930.
Okay. See, we keep finding puzzles, and I keep feeling like I should know the answer to them, but then I try them and it doesn't work. So like this one I would expect maybe... I'm thinking maybe that one is I'm only supposed to draw a particular way. I don't know. Somehow, though, I've solved it. So, that one's done, but it doesn't seem to have powered anything. It just sort of solved the problem. But we come over here, and we've got that one on the other side, which again has the shapes. This one right here. Now, it's got blue shapes, and it's got yellow shapes, and I guess my line color is kind of white. But I tried, as you guys saw, to trace individual shapes, and that didn't really seem to work. I mean, I guess I could try and trace out as many of the shapes as I could, but again... But see, this one, let's see, the last time we did this, it was blinking like the shape was wrong, and this one is just blinking like the line is wrong, so I don't really understand how that one works either. Let's try checking out the other side here. Is there anything on the beach in this direction? No. Okay. Alright, so there's a lot of puzzles on this island. Some of them seem to go places, some of them don't. But the biggest problem that I'm having right now is I don't understand the concept behind some of those puzzles. At first it was simple, and that was fine. We were able to just basically trace a path from point A to point B, and that opened the solution to the next puzzle. Then we got a few where they wanted us to match certain dot colors with certain pathways. Fairly straightforward, we were able to figure that out as well. Then we got multiple lines being traced at the same time. One of the lines faded away, and all of those happened gradually, and I feel like we had a pretty good handle on all of them. We understood how each of those mechanics worked. It gradually introduced a new mechanic, and everything was okay. Now, though, I'm either missing the gradual steps in between these puzzles, or they're becoming increasingly less guided. Every time you come across a new puzzle mechanic, you try and solve it, and it doesn't work, but you don't understand why it didn't work. Okay, so this one, I would say I need to touch all of the black dots, or discolored ones. That seems to have worked. Okay. So let's assume the same thing here. That solves the path one direction. What's down this way? Ooh, dark and spooky tunnel. It's actually kind of nicely lit. Okay. So here we come to this. Now, I would say from past experience that I need to basically figure out a way to rope off the white ones without touching the black ones. So... no. Ah, come on. How in the world am I going to do that without... see, every time I do... maybe I need to actually loop the black ones without doing with the white ones. Can I do that? Can I maybe, like, kind of cut them off from the inside like so? There we go. Okay, so this is made into... this looks like a theater stage or something. Sound stage? It's a weird thing to find down here underneath a friggin' windmill. Oh, I think I looked down into this place, too, as I was passing over it. Whoa. Do I need to, like... I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Alright, let's head further in here. Let's see, because these I should be able to figure out. I would hope. But then again, they're introducing new symbols, and I have no idea what those symbols mean. So the last time I did this... oh, but now those are weird. It's not going to work. Okay. Huh. Well, now I disabled one of those. Am I somehow supposed to disable them both? That didn't disable any. Okay, I don't understand what I'm looking at there, and I don't understand the shapes. So, don't want to waste too much time. Let's see if we can figure this out real fast. If I know what this one was, it only wanted me to draw in one direction, so that's solved. Don't really know what it turned on or activated, if anything, but it's done. It's in here. Anything? No. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's try powering on that top one in the reverse, power it on going down, and see if that opens up something else. Because I don't see any obvious way up top yet from the windmill. Oh, they both power on up top. Well, I can't hit both exits simultaneously, so I don't really get how that's supposed to work. Let's see if I can find a way up on top of the windmill. We'll wander around, see if we can locate something. Huh, okay, that's interesting. That hexagonal, I guess, puzzle that was down there, this seems to be laid out the same way, approximately, but it still doesn't really show me necessarily which exit is the correct one, I don't think. Well, we'll keep working at it. Let's see what's back this way. There was that other one over here. Oh, but I can't get in there. Okay, well, never mind that then. There's plenty more puzzles where those came from. Did I solve these already? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, see, these were the white dot ones where I was just, like, separating the white dots from the black dots. Those I was able to figure out. Those weren't too bad. And we figured those out, because these, I think, were really just get from one to the next. It's like solving a maze. Which means we're right about... yeah, we're back here. Still don't have enough information to figure out how that one works yet. Okay, so we're pretty much just coming back on the end of the castle here. Was there something that I missed back here? We opened up a shortcut from the back of the castle. Okay, this is the one that we saw. I don't really even know if that does anything, honestly. I can't remember if I solved that and it just emptied itself over time, or if I figured out the solution to it and it, or never figured out the solution to it and it just doesn't do anything. Okay, so I think I've seen just about the entire island, where it all goes, where it all converges. Everything seems to point to that big spire down there at the, I guess that's, I don't know, is that the south end of the island maybe? So I feel like the next trick is going to be figuring out what the next mechanic of the puzzle is. Okay, that's where that goes. The door we can't figure out how to open yet. Goes down into some cavern underneath this hillside. Huh. And this is the way that I took when I found the boathouse area down here. So we figured out all of this. So we're good there. Huh. Okay, well, it's a little bit early. Well, actually, it's probably right about on time. I'm pretty much out of time for this episode, so I'm going to cut this one here, guys. We've made... I feel like we're making little tiny spurts of progress. We find a puzzle, we solve one part of it, and then we come across something that just totally confuses me. I don't understand what I'm doing, and so I move on to the next puzzle. Now that we've pretty much explored the island, I think we're down to figuring out one or two of the actual puzzles and just sticking with them until we can complete them. Yeah, now see, why wouldn't that work? Don't understand. Don't get it. So, anyway, I'm going to maybe do a little bit of research on my own, unless the comments have been particularly helpful, before I do another episode on this, to see if I can figure out what it is I'm missing, what detail I don't have that I need to get. Because rather obviously I'm not doing something right. Maybe I just need to look up the mechanics of the puzzle and see if I can figure that out without actually finding the solution. That's ideal. I need to understand what the goal of some of those puzzle plaques is. If I knew what it was I was trying to do, like this is a perfect example. I don't understand what the slanted Tetris shape really means. And if I did, then maybe I could figure out the puzzle. So I just need to try and figure out what the goal is of each type of puzzle, and then I should be able to work on it myself and find the solution that I need. So that's what I'm going to do. If you guys have some sort of a hint or an idea as to what those goals are, let me know and I'll try them out and see if I can figure out what's going on. See, one's like this, where it's just a completely empty, there's nothing on it. And the puzzles have taught me go from point A to point B, and I try that and it doesn't work, so I don't really understand what I'm missing. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you've got some helpful suggestion or just feel like providing some encouragement, or if you're just sitting here banging your head against the wall going, please stop playing this so that I can stop screaming at you, whatever you want to do, let me know in the comments down below. If you're enjoying the series, please let me know by hitting that like button, and as always, I will see everyone in the next episode. Catch you guys later.